What up and welcome to the Beneath the Dirt podcast. I'm your host, Rombone. Thank you for tuning in. Episode 184 in the high. What's good, everybody? Thank you for tuning in, whether you're on the YouTubes or your favorite podcasting app. What's really good and what's going on out there? What's really good? We already into fucking March in 2022. And yeah, we just chilling over here. Hope y'all are good, safe, all that good stuff. Yeah, we got a bunch of shit to talk about this week. But first, I want to give a shout out to everybody, again, that entered the contest, the giveaway. All the packages have been sent out from everybody to everybody that won, all 7 people. I did get in touch with everybody, got their addresses. Packages have been sent out. You should be receiving them shortly. And yeah, thank you again for just participating in the giveaway, and be on the lookout for more giveaways in the future. Now, last week you might have saw we dropped the interview with Devereaux last Thursday. But if you were one of those podcast app ninjas, you got that shit a few days early for a little bit, for damn near a whole day, or even 2 on some apps. I had scheduled it for the wrong day, and it got released a little bit early, so my fuck up was fucking your gain. And yeah, but it's up on YouTube now, all the podcast apps now. Go peep the interview I did with Devereaux. Shout out to him. We had fun chopping it up. Definitely got to get him back on the show in the future. That shit was dope as fuck. And yeah. And shout out to everybody that's liking the interviews right now that I've been dropping. We got more in the works. We got more scheduled. All that good stuff. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah. So let's get into some new music and news, shall we? Oh man. I might sound a little stuffed up right now. I don't know what the fuck is going. It can't be allergies. Like, I know it was a little bit nice out today, like 60 degrees, but it can't be allergies. Shit ain't blooming. I don't know what the fuck's going on with my nose right now, but yeah. If I sound a little stuffy, got the sniffles, it ain't COVID. Stevie Stone dropped a new single this past week. He dropped a new single called BSP. Dropped the video for it as well. New single from Stevie Stone. And the shit is short as fuck. This shit clocking in. Total of 1 minute and 34 seconds. Like damn near an intro or something to an album. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. But he dropped this short ass track. But it ain't a bad track from Stevie Stone. Now, I'm not super familiar with Stevie Stone outside of features that he's done for like Chris Gallagher, Tech Nine, Ritz. But yeah, single ain't sounding bad. I don't know how it compares to the rest of his shit, but I was digging it, and figured I'd talk about it fucking opening up the show. Now, one of my favorite songs that dropped this week, we got a reunion from the Ruckus. Who knows the Ruckus? Hush, Uncle Ill, Detroit 313 shit. Do you know about the Ruckus? I don't know if you do, but I do. I got the episode 1. I was going to say episode 9. Episode 1 album on CD from way back in the day. But they dropped a brand new single. Hush is pushing out new music. Haven't really talked about it on the podcast, but he reunited with the Ruckus, Uncle Ill. They dropped a new single called The Payback, and this shit is fire. Really dope. I fucks with Hush. I've been fucking with Hush for a minute now. Like, I like me some Detroit hip-hop. I really do. I like me some Detroit hip-hop, some shit you may never heard of. Now, Hush did put out an album on, I forget what record label, but he really tried getting that mainstream push back in the day. Had Eminem produce a song on there on the album Bulletproof. Nate Dogg was on that shit. He had Talib Kweli on that album. It's a dope album. But yeah, I've been fucking with Hush for a minute. His new single with Uncle Ill, The Ruckus, The Payback is out now. I highly recommend it, man. If you just like some real hip hop shit, go peep out this new single from the Ruckus. Shit is fire. Really dope. And then we got another new single from Jarren Benton. Jarren Benton dropped a new single this week called Judas featuring Rowland. Rowland featured on one of Jarren, or maybe multiple at this point. I don't know. It's hard to keep track, but Rowland was featured on a single previously with Jarren Benton. We got this new single called Judas, and this shit is dope. Not one of my favorite ones. The last couple he's been dropping, they've been okay. Nothing special, but it's Jarren Benton. Jarren Benton just doing his fucking thing on here. Hopefully one day we get an album from Jarren Benton, but it's the singles game in this digital world, and it just kind of is what it is. I don't know. Not one of my favorite singles again, but definitely worth checking out if you're a fan of Jarren Benton. And probably my favorite song that dropped this week, Shakewell, Ramirez of Gray 5'9", that G59 label ran by Suicide Boys. Shakewell and Ramirez, we've talked about Shakewell and Ramirez a bunch of times on here. Ramirez, just super dope. But they dropped a single together called Shameless Gorillas. And this shit's fire. This is on some like that dark trap devil shit type sound. And I fucks with it. Shakewell and Ramirez killing on here. Another short track, but these dudes' songs aren't fucking ever super long anyway. Clocking in at 1 minute and 50 seconds. But they go hard as fuck in that 1 minute and 50 seconds. Probably, again, my favorite song that dropped this week. This one into Ruckus. Like, I just fuck with both those singles. Super fucking heavy this week. Again, if you don't know, now you fucking know. The Beneath the Dirt Weekly Bumps playlist, updated weekly. You could go peep that shit. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, all that good stuff. So yeah, go peep the playlist if you get the chance. If you don't, fuck your life, all that good shit, Shout out to Nems. But yeah, those are the top singles from this week, in my opinion. So go peep those shits out if you get the chance. Let's get into a little ICP news, shall we? Tonight, March 7th, Monday, they're doing a free JCW show that they announced last week. Going down at the Crowfoot. Tickets are free. Free JCW show will be on stream on Twitch. Hosted by ICP, 3D and Guido. Doing the live JCW thing. And yeah, shout out to them for fucking getting rid of the fucking Patreon and doing the shit on Twitch. The Twitch streams are where it's at. Versus the Patreon. I'm sure it benefits everybody. It's got to. But shout out to them for doing it on Twitch instead of the Patreon thing now. It's so much better. Only because it's fucking free. And it's just, better for the juggalos. You know what I mean? And actually their NFTs went live this past weekend. And I looked up the price for it. It would cost you 0.08 Ethereum coin, whatever the fuck. I don't know, but I looked up what that translated into US dollars, and per NFT, it would cost you roughly $2,500 per NFT that they had for each of the songs that they had up. So, give or take how on the Ethereum coin or whatever the fuck it is doing, roughly $2,500, and that's right where I fucking kind of figured that where those NFTs would be going for. Like I said before when we had talked about, broke the news that the NFTs were going up for sale, that it would at least be 1,000. At least. Every NFT I've seen go for at least a G. So this one's going for 2.5 racks. And yeah, did you cop one? Did you not? I don't know. Who's copping the ICP NFTs? That's what I want to fucking know. Getting those exclusive rights to those songs. Not exclusive rights, but getting licensing rights to those songs. to play on stream and whatnot. So yeah, their NFTs did go live this past weekend, and it's gonna cost you a little bit of money to use them shits. So be interesting to see who copped the ICP NFTs this past weekend. But keeping it psychopathic related, Chapter 17. Chapter 17 Records, if you don't know, is the new subsidiary record label of Psychopathic Records. It was advertised in the Yum Yum Bedlam booklet as being, such fucking thing. I don't know my words today, apparently. But Ouija Macc has been fucking repping Chapter 17 since shit last summer. At least. Chapter 7, he's been repping that Chapter 17. And we got the new album from Ouija Macc, Fallen Angelic, dropping April 1st. Less than a month from now, we are getting new Ouija Macc, the album Fallen Angelic. The album covers fire. We got the track list for it as well. We got a couple features on this new project from Ouija Macc. We got a feature from Whitney Payton. So the Whitney Payton collab is coming to fruition on this Fallen Angelic project. And we got Kid Bookie on here. Also, Ricky Hill is on here. 18 tracks on Fallen Angelic, dropping April 1st. Now, most interestingly, this isn't entirely produced by Devereaux, but we do got Devereaux production on here. We got production from Maisie, it looks like. Maisie Curtains, Slavery, DJ Chunk, Billy Martin. So yeah, we got a little bit of variety of production on this project from Ouija Macc, Fallen Angelic. Now, I was hoping and speculating that we were going to get that fourth and final element, but it looks like we're going to hold out a little while longer on that final element from Ouija Macc, which is all good. I gave him shit when he was postponing Wasteland. He had dropped, I think, 3 or 4 projects to build up the hype for Wasteland. Now we're waiting for that fourth element. So I guess we just got to wait a little bit longer for that shit, but it's all good. I'm here for any and all new Ouija Macc. Last year we got, Scumbag. We got the project with Baby E. We got the project Pretty Ugly 2, which is fucking my favorite shit from Ouija last year, but Dirtbag is fire too. So Fallen Angelic, April 1st from Ouija Macc. The first new project of 2022, and I'm hyped for it. I stay hyped for new Ouija Macc shit. So yeah, it's coming April 1st. I was hoping for that fourth element, but we're just going to have to hold out a little bit longer on that shit. And yeah, But speaking of Chapter 17 records, Ouija Macc announced the first signing to Chapter 17, Hexxx, Hexxx, signing to Chapter 17. He's got an album dropping early May. I believe it's May 2nd. Let me look up the date on that. Could be wrong on that. But I'm going to pull it up right now. But Hexxx is signing to, or did sign to Chapter 17 Records. The album Demon Season is dropping May 6th. So be on the lookout for that. The first announcement, first signing to Chapter 17, other than Ouija Macc. Ouija Macc, repping that Chapter 17 shit. So Hexxx is now part of Chapter 17, and it appears, even though Chapter 17 Records is a subsidiary of Psychopathic Records, it looks like it's being headed by Ouija Macc. It looked like Ouija Macc taking the fucking helm of Chapter 17 and running that shit on his own, signing people, all that good shit. Even ICP posted the signing of Hexxx when it was announced last week. And it's dope to see, if we're not going to get new acts to psychopathic, fuck it. I guess chapter 17 it is, you know? And, Ouija Macc, Ben doing his fucking thing, Ben staying on the grind. Ben proved his loyalty to psychopathic and the clowns. Ben proved that he could fucking just steady pump out and steady work and just stay on the fucking grind. Like, he just wrapped up another tour. We got the new project, Fallen Angelic, which we just talked about dropping next month. Probably another tour at some point in the near future. I don't know. But man, it's fucking dope to see someone with Ouija Macc's grind in the psychopathic camp like that. Just hustling and fucking killing it. Steady pumping out the dope shit like that. So it's very fucking fresh and refreshing to see. So we'll see how this chapter 17 thing plays out with signing new acts, how they're received, how they're received by the fans and all that good shit. But yeah, Hexxx on chapter 17, Fallen Angelic dropping April 1st. I'm super hyped for that Fallen Angelic shit. But we got a little bit more psychopathic news related. Tom Wood, the fucking super dope artist who designed Yum Yum Bedlam, who has done a whole bunch of artwork for psychopathic. He's got The Float, camping, floating, gaming, live music going down September 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, Labor Day weekend, Mammoth Spring, Arkansas, Many Islands Camp. I think this is the second, maybe third one that he's done for The Float, but he announced the guests for The Float this year. We got DJ Clay will be in attendance for Tom Wood's Float. Light will be there. Class will be there, amongst others. Very fucking dope to see. Like, I didn't know or really expect this Tom Wood Float thing to take off like this, but I guess it is. Now we're booking acts for it. It's fucking dope to see. So yeah, Tom Wood, The Float, going down in Arkansas, Labor Day weekend, September 2nd through the 4th. DJ Clay, Class, Light, amongst others, will be in attendance, possibly performing. I guess we'll just have to wait and see as it nears closer. We're 6 months away from that happening, but yeah. Fucking dope to see happen and go down this year. Let's get into some mob style music. Fuck it, right? Bukshot announced the Never Safe EP. Pre-orders go live this Friday. We don't have a release date yet. I haven't seen them post one as of yet. But the pre-orders go live, and of course, staying true to the mob style music fucking theme, we got multiple bundle packages, jerseys, shorts, t-shirts, a special deluxe CD in a tin case with a lenticular 3D cover. You know how Bukshot does it. He does it for the collectors. We got a fucking USB. We got a signed 12 by 12 lenticular 3D flat, autographed and hand numbered, limited to 20. We got the standard CD as well. So, many different packages for many different budgets. But I'm hyped for new solo Bukshot. I know we had Night of the Zombie drop last year around Halloween. And, that was on some, I say solo Bukshot, but there was a bunch of features on there. So curious to see the features for Never Safe, Bukshot, mob style, just staying busy, pumping out new shit constantly. Pre-orders drop this Friday. No release date as of yet. But yeah, that's what's going the fuck down. Bukshot Never Safe dropping pre-orders dropping this Friday. So be on the lookout for that shit. We got a couple tours going down coming up. It was announced Blaze Ya Dare Homie and the Klick are going on tour starting in May, going into June. Mostly West Coast and Midwest. No East Coast love for the Underground Alliance tour with Blaze Ya Dare Homie and Klick. No East Coast love. They do have a New York date in there, but that shit 5.5 hours away. So yeah, no East Coast love for the Underground Alliance tour with Blaze and Klick, but it's dope to see M&E, Subnoise teaming up and doing a tour like this. Brings it back to like the mid 2000s, I should say, where, they were doing, ICP, bringing out Cottonmouth Kings, Tech Nine, the Wicked Wonka tour, Tech Nine and Suburban Noise, Strange Music and Subnoise doing the Strange Noise tours, all that good shit. So it looks like we're really trying to unite and reunite the underground doing these tours. So fucking fresh to see Klick, even though they're not hitting the East Coast other than that New York date. It's fucking dope to see shit like this going down. So yeah, Blaze Ya Dare Homie, Klick, kicking it on the Underground Alliance tour, going down next month, going into May. And then we got Oh the Horror. We talked about Oh the Horror going on tour with fucking Orgy. Remember that? Well, now they're going on fucking tour, like a full-length tour with Davey Suicide. So that will be at the end of April, going into May. Actually, it's only for a couple weeks, but going from end of April to the end of May. I'm sorry. So almost a full month of touring. Davey Suicide, Oh the Horror, and the Funeral Portrait. I'm not super familiar with Davey Suicide. I did see them open up for Twisted on one of their 420 shows 5-6 years ago, some shit like that. And even though it's not really my style of music, those dudes threw it the fuck down. So that would be actually a fun show to go to. Oh the Horror and Davey Suicide, that would be a fucking fun ass show to go to and watch, just for the live aspect and just, seeing some live fucking music. And then we got Dirtball hitting the road for a little mini tour. He's got a date in California coming up next week. Then he's got a bunch of dates going down in April, and then another date in May in fucking Alaska. The fuck? Dirtball doing shows in Alaska? That's what's up. But yeah, he's got some shows going down next month. He is hitting Worcester next month, so might have to hit that up. Might have to check that shit out. Haven't seen Dirtball live in a minute. It's been a while since I seen Dirtball live. So yeah, this episode, I apologize. I don't even know what to say. This fucking stuffy nose is driving me fucking nuts, man. I don't know what to do about it. But alas, we got to keep the fucking show going. Now, this ain't necessarily Juggalo or underground related. I guess you could say Slaughterhouse is underground related. Now, it was announced a couple weeks ago that Joell Ortiz and King Crooked, formerly known as Crooked Eye, are dropping a new album called The Rise and Fall of Slaughterhouse. I don't remember if I talked about this on the show or not, but when this was initially announced, I was hyped for it because they had their album a couple years ago that dropped, Hard. The Hard album from Joell and Crooked. The Housing Authority Rap District album was one of my favorite projects of 2020. That shit was fucking fire. So when they announced this shit, I was all for it. All for it. and they've dropped a couple singles for it. They dropped one this past Friday called Backstage. So you can go peep out a couple singles from the new project. But if you pay attention, then you know that Royce da 5'9" went on IG Live with Joe Budden, and they were airing their grievances out about Joel and King Crooked doing this album together, and they weren't fucking happy. And after listening to their perspective about it, you know, I didn't even take into consideration that, hey, these dudes are doing, you know, killing the Slaughterhouse name without Royce and Joe Budden. Royce being one of my favorite rappers out right now. Top 5 easily. And after hearing Joe Budden and Royce talk about it, to put it in Juggalo terms, this would be the same shit if ICP or Twisted were to do some Dark Lotus shit. This is on the same level, same scale. If remember when Twisted were tossing around an idea called the 3 of 5 project or some shit like that, where they would do Lotus, it would be Twisted and Blaze, the 3 of 5, but it was shot down behind the scenes when it was brought up, which, you know, thankfully so. This is on the same shit. So a project that I was initially hyped for from Joel and King Crooked, I'm not really feeling the idea of it anymore. And I just thought this was fucking interesting as fuck and definitely worth talking about on the show. Just because, like, you know, to bring it to Juggalo terms, it'd be the same shit if ICP or Twisted were to do some Dark Lotus shit on their own or kill Dark Lotus. You know, they got the Slaughterhouse logo right here on fire, the pig on fire. I don't know, man. I fucks with their last album that they did together. But this shit, I don't know how I feel about it. How would you feel if ICP did a Dark Lotus project, flipped the cross upside down, vice versa with Twisted? You know, one of them did a Dark Lotus project, took the Dark Lotus cross, flipped that bitch upside down or fucking lit it on fire or something, some kind of symbology to kill the name of Dark Lotus. How would you feel? I know people would be pissed. Now, I'm not as invested into Slaughterhouse as I am Dark Lotus, but still, I fucks with Slaughterhouse. Been fucking with Slaughterhouse since the first album. And yeah, I thought it was fucking interesting, man. I really did. So that will be dropping, but that project is dropping this Friday, actually. This Friday. And I do have it pre-ordered, but so I am supporting it financially. I don't know if I'll listen to it or not. I don't fucking know, man. But after hearing Joe Budden and Royce talk about that shit on the IG Live and then Joel Ortiz being brought into it, you know, it was fucking some wild shit, man. It really was. But we got a couple more new releases that dropped last week. Mad Maxxx did drop his EP, Halloween is Over. Now, the way to get this project, you won't find it on DSPs. I don't know if you'll find it on YouTube. I didn't look. I guess I'll try to look it up right now. But the only way to get it is if you go to one of Mad Maxx's pages on social media, look it up, and get the link to his Dropbox account and download that shit. So it's, you know, not necessarily the easiest project to find, you know, for whatever reason, the DSPs are holding it hostage. Seems like underground, only in the underground, where people don't know how to work the DSPs properly or what the fuck it is. I don't know what the holdup is with the DSPs, but you can download it directly from Mad Maxxx. And yeah, I did download it and I didn't listen to it. Man. But yeah, so his EP is out there and it is available for download now. We got a new single from Dizzy Wright. Dizzy Wright back with another single after dropping one with DJ Hoppa a couple weeks ago, which was fire. But Dizzy Wright, DJ Hoppa are back with a new single called Promoter featuring Man Like Devin and Be Real of Cypress Hill. Now, I really like the first single that they dropped a lot. I thought that shit was hard as fuck. Fire, flame emojis, all that good shit. But this single right here, not really my cup of tea. But it is out there. If you dig you some Diggy Wright, go peep that shit. Scum announced his new album, Black Skies, dropping at the end of the month, March 25th. The trilogy is ending of the Dying World Chronicles from Scum. Black Soulz dropping March 25th, 2022. Be on the lookout for that. Maybe some new singles before it. But Scum banged up, pumped out those 3 EPs rather fucking quickly. And this dude is the definition of grinding as well. This dude stays busy pumping out new shit. So the Dying World Chronicles, Part 3, the trilogy, the conclusion, Black Soulz dropping March 25th. And Lyrical Snuff Productions also announced the signing of Madopelli Music, I believe that's how you say it, to LSP. So Madopelli Music signed to Lyrical Snuff Productions. LSP staying busy, staying on the grind, signing new acts, putting out new music. Go peep that new Class project. This is Revenge if you haven't checked it out yet, because that shit is fire. Fire. And we're still waiting. I'm still waiting for the final Dark Half album. Where is it? Damian Quinn. Where is that shit? Been hyping it for years. We need that final Dark Half project to fucking drop soon, ASAP. Man, I fucks with Dark Half heavy. We were talking about it, me and Devereaux, on the episode last week. You know, not only was I asking Devereaux questions, but that dude was asking me questions as well, and it was pretty fucking fresh. It was super dope. You know, he was asking me how I felt about Dark Half, what it was like when Graveyard Blues came out, classic. I said that's a top 10 horrorcore album. I fucking stand by that. That album is fire. Love me some Dark Half, though. Been fucking with them dudes for a long ass time. And we need that final Dark Half album to drop. We need that shit to drop. Damian Quinn, give us the final Dark Half album, please. So yeah. That's all I got this week. I know I kind of ran through this week's episode. I'm all stuffy, got a runny nose. It's just is what it is. But I appreciate everybody that's tuned in for this week's show. I apologize for the short show, but we'll be back better, stronger than before. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna keep doing it. Much fucking love. I appreciate it. You, brother. We'll see you next fucking Monday. Much fucking love. I'm Rowan Bone of the Beneath the Dirt podcast, and until next time, I am not a crook. Peace.